What's up, everybody? This is the Tech Preacher. So I'm all in on Rode product, right? The audio and video of my entire foundation of my content creation, of my filmmaking is done on Rode product. The audio you're listening to right now is coming from the Roadcaster Pro 2. And that is going into the Roadcaster videos. Well, I had some frustration doing some product reviews using the Roadcaster video with webcams. Well, Rode fixed that. Also, some audio functionality that Rode fixed, which is fantastic. And last but not least, Rode finally gave us a the Vinci Resolve timeline. Oh yeah. So I'm going to break it down and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts about this whole firmware update using Rode products. So sit back and relax and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Zach back with another video. So let's get straight into it. Right. One of the biggest issues that I had with reviewing products and services here on this YouTube channel is a lot of companies want me to review webcams. Webcams have beefed up in quality when it comes down to video. Well, unfortunately, the Roadcaster video, everything wasn't working with the Roadcaster video. Now, the Roadcaster video was only allowing uncompressed videos on their system. Well, I have a couple of webcams here from iSpot to eMeet. Half of them worked and half of them didn't work. And the reason why some of them was compressed and some of them was uncompressed. But with the new firmware update, Rode have fixed that. So what you're looking at right here is the iSpot. Now, this was a compressed webcam. It's working. Also, the eMeet. Right. I actually couldn't do the video for the eMeet because it was a compressed file and the Roadcaster video did not want to work. So let's go ahead and let y'all guys see now that the eMeet 4K, right, is working. All right. And here we go. eMeet is working now. Look at that. So this never worked on the Roadcaster video, but now it's working. As you can see, yes, I got my hand on it, but yes, so that's working. And we had the iSpot Meet 4K. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work, but it had a kind of issue with the like 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second. So sometimes it works, sometimes it don't work. And I'm gonna tell you, now it's working. It's fantastic. It used to stutter, it used to jitter, and now it's running smoothly. Thank you very much for fixing that. So yes, the iSpot worked. Now, this was another one that I had issues with when it come down to frame rates. So the frame rates on the eMeet 4K didn't work too well when it come down to the frame rates. And I just plugged it in and let's see if it's gonna come on. And yes, there it goes, right? And yes, the frame rates has been smooth now. So one of the biggest issues I had with webcams, sometimes the frame rates were jittery. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work, right? It was kind of frustrating, but the new firmware update fixed that. So thank you very much, Rode, for taking care of business on that. So now, pretty much all my webcams work now, and all my webcams have a smooth frame rate. And I'm gonna tell you, it was frustrating to use some of these webcams because of the inconsistency with poor frame rates, and also some of them didn't work because of the compression of the video. But now it's working. The new firmware update is working. All right, so this is going to be the Rode application. And go back here. As you guys see, I have the Roadcaster Pro 2. I have 2 Roadcaster videos. All right, go to the Roadcaster video. The scenes work great, right? I'm recording, as you can see. Now, one of the things that Rode added and fixed, which is the audio part. Now, they did add NDI support, which is really nice, right? I am using NDI on my back cameras, works flawless with minimum delay. I want to say minimum delay. Okay, what Rode added with the multi-track, right? Now you could do pre-fader, post-fader, USB, okay? Pre-fader, post-fader, and you could do this. You could bypass all processing. Now, why would you want to do that? Okay, just say, for instance, you doing a voiceover for a client and you want to get this pure clean sound. You don't want no compression. You don't want nothing on it. And you want to take care of that file in post. Well, yes, you could do that now with the Roadcaster video. Absolutely amazing. But I have my setup to the point where I have all my equalization, compression, noise gate and everything already pre-done to my liking. So I never had to do this. But if I'm doing a voiceover, then I would have flat sound. I don't use none of this when I do voiceovers. I use, going from my microphone going into an external recorder. So I use external recorders when I'm doing, client work. But yes, you could do it now here. All right. So that's number 2. Number 3, one of the most important ones is, go back here, is now we have what's called EDL support. Okay. Let's go back. We have, go to recording, and now you have what's called EDL export. What does that mean? Well, this is a Vinci Resolve timeline. So all the switching that I'm doing right now is being recorded. And when I put this recording in Vinci Resolve, it would create a timeline. And in that timeline, it has all the edits, and I can edit it on Vinci Resolve timeline. So I can do all my edits and stuff like that. Okay, let me show you an example. Okay, now I'm in my Vinci Resolve. What you could do here is go to File, okay? And from File, you go to Import Timeline, okay? All right, and I have the file on my hard drive, okay? And it's EDL, okay? So I just want to go down to my folder here, if I can find it. Okay. My Roadcaster folder here, and it should be right here. I believe I have it right here. Okay, there we go. Timeline, ETIO. So this is going to be the EDL timeline right here. So if I open this up, and it's going to give me some prelim stuff, right? If you want to name your timeline, if you want to change your resolution from 1920 to 1080, which I do all that when I export. So for right now, I'm gonna leave it just like this. Okay. And I'm gonna say, okay. And I shoot in 30 frames per second. So just so you know, here we go. So here it is. It just built my whole timeline. Okay. And this is my timeline. This is so good. Now, here is the battle, right? It's not 100%. I got the video part of the timeline that's good to go. As you can see, it did all the edits and everything that I did before I started this video. What you have to do is you have to import your audio. Okay, now though it's okay because the audio is going to match the video. So yes, you do have to manually import your audio. So let's go ahead and import this audio right quick. Okay. So here it is, right? This is going to be my audio file that I'm importing, and make sure that you got the right file, okay? And go from there. But yes, so here it is, right? This is going to be my file, and this is my live mix right here, okay? And you just put this on a timeline, and yep, there it is. It matches up perfectly, right? So it's on my timeline, and it matches up perfectly. As you can see, let's go here. We just want to make sure. All right, guys. So here it is, right? This is all right. There it is, right? So this is going to be my audio already matching the video. And so a lot of people would say, well, why don't it just import the audio and video? Hopefully another software update will fix that. But right now, You have to do the audio separate, but it's no big deal because it all go along with each other. All right, guys, so here it is, right? This is going to be a formal test. Yes, and importing. And the crazy thing about this that I want y'all guys to understand is that all the edits, right? This say right here, the front camera, see, it do all my edit. And not only that I can fix that, I can drag. This is awesome. So what I used to do was I used to take all my ISO files, bring it into Vinci Resolve, do a multicam, and then edit like this. But now I could do all my edits as I'm recording, and then I could do my EDL file straight to Vinci Resolve, and then I could just tweak it as I go. I got my fresh audio. Now I got my video all intact, ready to go. This is wonderful. Side camera, which I have a eye spot on it. And so yes, this is actually a game changer for video editing, because not only that you could record your ISO files, right? Now you get a DaVinci Resolve timeline, which is separated as it with ISO files. And as you can see at the top here, right, it does have my ISO files. So I do have my ISO files right here. So all I have to do after I finish my video is import the timeline to DaVinci Resolve and just tweak my edits, because I have my audio is already pristine. So I do not have to edit my audio because I've tuned my audio to my liking. So I don't have to tune my audio. And all my edits as I'm using my Stream Deck, right? Because I use my Stream Deck to do all my camera switching, okay? And once I do all of that, I'm good to go. Now, this prime example, this video that I'm making right here is going to go into DaVinci Resolve, and it's going to be light editing. My audio is going to be already pristine. I don't have to do any kind of multicam. It's going to build up my whole timeline, and all I have to do is some light editing, and I'm good to go. Add some modifications, add some, some fun stuff on the timeline, put some B-roll on the timeline, maybe do some cuts here and there on the timeline, and I'm good to go. Now, this is going to save me, at least 20 to 25 minutes in editing. This is perfect. Now, I was wishing that you can keep your SSD connected to the Roadcaster video and import it from the Roadcaster video to DaVinci Resolve and edit like that. But unfortunately, it's probably going through too many sources to do that, especially if you editing on your SSD, like I'm editing on the SSD. Okay, so if you're going to edit on the SSD, you still got to pop the SSD out of the Roadcaster video and put it to your computer like you always do, and then import the timeline. And I'm gonna tell you, this works flawless. I don't know if you have a Roadcaster video. I don't know if you was thinking about getting a Roadcaster video as the new Roadcaster video core, but right here is going to save you a lot of time when it comes down to editing, especially when you have all your edits already done. All the thing you have to do is just do some tweaks, and you're good to go. Now, a lot of y'all guys might ask, what about, Adobe Premiere? What about, Final Cut Pro? Right now, it's for DaVinci Resolve. I don't know if they're going to have a something for Premiere Pro or for, other, editing software, but for DaVinci Resolve, which I'm using DaVinci Resolve, I absolutely love DaVinci Resolve. This works with DaVinci Resolve. All right, if you have any questions, make sure you leave it down in the comments below. This is the Tech Preacher. Man, thank you, Rode, for taking care of business. See you guys on the next video. Peace.